Okay, I'm trying to make my videos shorter and more entertaining so you guys are not sitting there for 15 minutes hearing me rant and rave. So I'm going to try to get it as short as I can. Anyhow, as far as being a truck driver, there's a lot of things that people don't understand. We have a set amount of time and we have to get stuff done. So, if we start at, say, midnight, okay, 12 o'clock, we have until 2 o'clock to complete, 12 o'clock all the way through until 2 o'clock in the afternoon to get our day done. So, if I take it, for instance, go into it and I have 3 hours to get to my location, I get there, I stop, and then they're behind and not able to do anything. It's going to take a little while. So then I sit there for, say, 8 hours. Okay? That 8 hours on top of the 2 or 3 that I started in the beginning, that's, so 8, 9, let's just say the 2 hours, 10, that's 10 hours. Okay? Already, that's lost in the day. 8 hours of it I was in the sleeper. 2 hours of it I was driving. Okay? So, right now, that 8 hours, 9, 10, with the 2 that I actually drove, I have to take and get to my next location that is, say, 7 hours away. Well, that 7-hour drive, I don't have that much time because I've already used 10. I've only got 4 more hours to drive. So 10 in the sleeper, or 8 in the sleeper to here, 10 hours. Now I can only drive for 4 more hours and it's a 7-hour drive away. That creates another problem because I was supposed to get that load today. And if I don't get that load today to take it and do what I need to do with it, well, now we have to take and call the company, hey, we're going to be late because this. Well, now we look back. All because one location we got to was taking 8 hours. Now, I know a lot of you might think, well, you were in the sleep for 8 hours, so your day starts over again. No. Government doesn't think that way. Government doesn't think that me sitting there sleeping for 8 hours counts. What they think is that I have a 14-hour day. That's all they give a damn about. And I have an 11-hour day of driving. So during that 14 hours, I can drive for 11. But if I don't get that 11 hours driven during that 14 hours, it doesn't matter. Boop, that driving time goes away. So, that's the screwball thing about this, and this is what drives us truck drivers crazy. I was in my sleeper for 8 hours, why can't I not get a reset? No, because the government says I have to have 10 hours to have a reset. And some of you know that, hell, I can go home and get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I'm set and ready to roll. Same thing with driving. I might be able to drive in my personal vehicle, drive for 6, 7 hours, and take and sleep for 4 or 5, drive, take off driving again, So, to sit there and say, oh, well, no, a truck driver, professional, with a load, because he's got such a strenuous job, he can only take and do 11 hours of driving or a 14-hour day. Set time's a set time, and that's it. And so, because the government thinks that all guys that are out here, or women even, that are out here driving are idiots, and we don't know how to take it and use our time wisely. All because some drugged up, cocaine sniffing cattle hauler takes and gets out there and thinks that he's got a haul. And I'm not saying cattle haulers are all the ones that do it, but I know some that do. And because of those jackasses, excuse my language, I'm trying to be as Christian as I can, because of them guys, everybody else has to pay for what they do wrong. And so we can't have the days like we need because of people like that. Apparently, some people don't know how to sleep when they can sleep. Apparently, the sleeper time doesn't count because some guys don't go to sleep. They go back there and read books, do whatever. Well, again, the government's telling us what we can do in our sleeper during our rest time. It's crap. And you guys don't understand how crappy that is. Because there's so much I can do. If I go back there and get 4 hours of sleep, I can get back up and I'm ready to rock and roll. Why I can't do that and have another 11 hours to drive is wrong. That 2 hours with an 8-hour break in between, I should get a fresh start at the end of it. Heck, at 4 hours in between, I should get a fresh start at the end of it. It should count. Or at the very least, add 4 more hours to my day. Instead of it being a 14-hour day, now you add another 4 hours. And I can get that drive, get that load, and get moving. And, wherever I need to go, because I gained my time back. But they don't do that. And that's the unfortunate thing. I mean, if we did that, you would see a lot less issues, a lot less wrecks, a lot less tickets, because guys would be able to take and go, okay, hey, I've sat here for 8 hours, but I've got 8 hours now that I can drive to get that 7 hour over there back. And actually they would have that 8 hours, the 2 that they already used, they would actually gain all that back and be able to take and drive for 10 more hours, or 9 more hours. And so that's the things that if we could have that back, if we could show on our log that we was in a sleeper for 8 hours and gain that 8 hours back, if we could just do that, or gain that 4 hours back, it would be so much better. I mean, if they made a minimum, say, okay, you have to have at least 2 hours or at least 4 hours in a sleeper before we'll go ahead and give you that time back. Because, okay, sitting in there for an hour, I mean, that's not very long. It's not even long enough for you to climb back there, lay down, get some sleep. No, it's not. So I can understand them saying that. So saying a minimum of 2 hours, 4 hours, something like that would be, I can understand that. But to say a minimum of 10 hours, so now if I did my 2 hours and I slept back there for 10, then I can drive again for the 11 and the 14 because my hours reset. So see, that's the kind of things we have to think about. Okay, I've sat here for 8 hours, so now I got to sit here, and here you can't move. You might be able to move like 10, 15 feet, but you can't leave. So I'd have to sit there for another 2 hours before I can leave to take off to get the next load. So that's how our day works. That's why it's so chaotic. That's why it's so stressful. That's why truck drivers are agitated sometimes. Not all of us. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a Christian. I cuss sometimes. I hate that. I cuss, but I've done it for so long. It's so hard. I'm not excusing it, but it is a hard thing to do. It's like a second language. It's just something I do. So forgive me for it when I do cuss. But please understand that truck drivers have it harder than what you would ever imagine. We've got all those things that we've got to account for. We've got to watch for idiots in the mirrors, and I do say idiots because there are a lot of idiots out there, and you guys know them just as much as I do. I could look for them in those mirrors, and doing that, worrying about my logbooks, making sure I'm getting to the location on time, watching all the things that I have to watch. It is a very stressful job. And on top of that, not being able to go home and see your family because your loads are late now. Anyhow, God bless you guys. I'm going to do another video right after this, because there's a lot more I need to say. So this video is going to be short. God bless you guys, and look forward to seeing more people on my site subscribing.